Alright, it's 2 a.m. You wake up and you smell smoke in your house. And you see flames raging somewhere in your house. You get everybody out of your house and you call 911. First people to arrive are going to be the police to do make sure the scene is safe for us. Me, I'm on a volunteer fire department. What would happen in my case is my pager would go off and make a loud noise like this. And it would give the address, and I would respond to the station and put my gear on. And when we respond, you'd see us get out of the truck in our gear and start to put your house out and save as much as we possibly can. And you might think to yourself, wonder what all that gear does and how heavy it is. Well, I'm going to explain what our gear does, how heavy it is, and what it looks like when we put all our gear on. So the first thing that I throw on, and guys put these on in different orders, is my Nomex hood. Nomex is a material that is fire resistant, not fireproof. So it absorbs heat, and it can also reflect heat if you get a certain kind of Nomex. And this will burn at a certain temperature, like all this gear can burn at a certain temperature. And the way we put this on is just put it over our head, and it covers our neck. It can cover our neck. Then the second thing we put on are our bunker pants and our boots. Our boots are made of a fireproof rubber, and they have steel toe in them. So we get in our fire boots and pants, or bunker pants is what I call them. Pull them up. These zip up. Got pager down. These zip up, Velcro and button in the front. Then they have these supports, because we don't wear a belt. Some do come with a belt, but most of them come with these shoulder straps. And every piece of material from these bunker pants to this jacket has 3 layers in it. This jacket, the first layer, on that first layer is not a fire protective. It's a reflective material. So say you got in a car crash and people driving down the road will see us because this will reflect the light. The first layer of this material is an abrasion layer. So we're crawling through your house, putting out the fire, there's broken glass, jagged metal, pieces of wood, and we would scrape this and it would not tear our gear. The second layer, I don't know if you can see this, is our moisture barrier. Now our moisture barrier will keep us dry when we're fighting a fire, because we all know what happens when you get water at 212 degrees. It boils and turns to steam. Steam can get a lot hotter than water. Then our third layer is our thermal layer. So the heat, each layer stops a little bit of heat. So the heat can go through this and will stop at this layer because it has this reflective fabric in it. And it'll bounce the heat back out. It still gets really hot in this gear, but not as hot as the outside environment. Another thing we have on our gears are DDR, which is this little device right here. This little device is used for when a firefighter is down, and yeah, we have a lot of gear you can grab on and pull us out. This, you can pull them out rapidly. You just grab it and yank. And it has inside the jacket, I don't know if you can see, it's got this suspension system that goes around the arms, the armpit. So it'll allow it to tighten up and you can pull a firefighter out. Jacket goes on like any normal jacket. Most jackets will have this Nomex part right here. You slide your thumbs through. So for when you're reaching for something, and I like these because if you're reaching for something, it keeps your jacket tight against you. If you don't, this little area, even though it's covered by your glove, can come uncovered and you can get a blast of that 1400 degree Fahrenheit heat. Zips up, has a Velcro side that you can latch over to protect the zipper from coming unzipped. And the way we zip it is, most people don't like to zip their jacket up all the way, but we have to. We will zip it up all the way to the top and fasten it. There. We'll fasten it like that. Makes it a little hard on your neck when you look down. We have our helmet, which is made of Kevlar and fire resistant plastic. This thing is about 4 pounds. Got this back side skirt here, so when you put it on, it also protects your neck. And has this visor that is not NFPA rated for eye protection, so we carry safety glasses. Then we have our gloves, also made of the same material as all my bunker gear. These will get wet in a fire, no doubt about it. These do get wet in a fire. Trust me, they get wet when I train with them. Then we go on to our SCBA system, which stands for Self-Contained Breathing Apparatus. And I'll do this so I can look down and talk. We have our tank. Many of these come in different brand names. You get big tanks, small tanks. This is a 4,500 PSI, which is pounds per square inch tank. It holds 4,500 PSI of air. This tank says you can get 40 minutes of air out of it, or 30, depending on the tank size. In reality, you get about 15 minutes of air because you're working really hard and breathing hard. Now, the way this tank works is, you're probably wondering, 4,500 PSI, that's a lot of air going through that mask. It's really not. There's 3 regulators on this tank. Air will leave this tank, go through this regulator, and convert it down to 100 PSI. Travels up this tube to this regulator here, the one we breathe at, and this converts it to standard atmospheric pressure, which is about 17.4 pounds per square inch, which is not a lot. So it's like normally breathing in with a light breeze. What else we have on this tank? Right here is this green device, which is our pass alarm. What our pass alarm does is, you heard the beep, it beeps every 30 seconds if you don't move. And when it gets to about 3 beeps, it will set off an alarm, a very loud, ear-piercing alarm. With this, we were able to find firefighters who are injured, trapped, or we just can't find them and they stop moving. It gets a little annoying when you're training and your pass alarm keeps going off every 30 seconds. The way we turn it off is we put the strip on, cuts off the magnet, which stops the electricity flow. Press the sides twice, and it shuts off. You can probably hear how loud that is. It's really loud when it goes off. Then we have the most important part to me is our mask. Our mask has this plastic front, which can withstand about 700 degrees Fahrenheit. So this gear, the first thing that's going to fail on all this gear is your mask. Now, nowadays, they've upgraded them. They can withstand up to 1,200, 900 degrees Fahrenheit. And so now I'm going to demonstrate putting on all this gear and what they look like. And I will even try talking to you to show you that it's a little bit of a barrier trying to talk somebody with full fire gear on. The mask has this one has 4 points, but they come in 5 points and 3 points. We'll tighten it.
You put it on your face, tighten all these straps, and I do that to make sure I got a good seal. Then your Nomex goes on over your mask. Make sure you don't have any straps coming through, and your ears are covered. Then your SCBA, you will turn it on. That beeping sound is air going into the regulator and the alarm. When the air gets low on this, you will have a bell alarm. Nowadays, the one at my department has an electronic alert system which uses less air than the bell alarm. Then you put this on. A little tangle up here. You put this on, adjust your shoulder straps, and you got your belt down here somewhere, if I can find it. There it is. Hook it in, pull your straps, readjust if you need to. I'm going to put my helmet on. Might be a little tight from last time I trained. Oh, come on. So it's a little tight with the helmet on because I didn't readjust it. You'll put your regulator in and turn. Turn your gloves. The last thing you do is rip off this plastic piece or your pass alarm. And I'm fully suited up to fight a structure fire and get anybody in a burning building out if they're still trapped. Right now, this is about 50 pounds of gear. I'm already sweating in this. And we can fight a fire for 30 minutes, up to 12 hours if we have to. Get a good view of the back. This is our gear.